Hey guys, so I'm going to be talking about rewriting expressions by factoring out, common mistakes, forgetting to write in distributive property format, what you need to know, how to find the GCF. I have a video of finding GCF posted, so if you have not watched that, I suggest you watch it because it's built off of this. That's the building block for this. All right, so distributive format is there's a number, a parentheses with no sign here, a number, a plus or minus sign, and another number. There could be more numbers as well. So rewrite the expression by factoring the GCF. Now, very important, sometimes they'll ask you to factor the GCF. Sometimes they'll just say by factoring. Keep that in mind. Steps, you create a T-chart. Step 2, reduce all the way if it asks for GCF. And step 3, the answer is the outside factor and the last line. So let's find the GCF of 45 plus 30. So here we go. I'm going to pull out a 5 because I have numbers that end in 5 and 0. So I know that 5 will equal that. So here we go. 5. I pulled a 5 out. And 5 times what is 45? 9. Bring down the sign. I just bring everything down in these cases. And 5 times what is 30? 6. Now, this says GCF. So this would not be my answer, but if it didn't say GCF, it could be an answer, right? Okay, and I'm going to tell you why. Are you ready? This is distributive property. This is distributive format, right? I am going to distribute the 5 inside. Are you ready? I have 5 times 9 is 45. Bring down the sign. 5 times 6 is 30. So I rewrote 45 plus 30 in distributive format. But I'm not done. This is not the answer because this is not the GCF. Okay, so I can pull another number out. 9 and 6, I can take out a 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 2 is 6. So these don't matter anymore, right? Now, remember, it has to equal this row up here. This 3 represents this row. 3 times 3 is 9. You have to find the GCF. 5 times 3 is 15. So this, with this and this, is your answer. 5 times 3 is 45. 5 times 2 is 30. So your answer would be 15 on the outside and 3 plus 2. Because 15 times 3 is 45 and 15 times 2 is 30. This would be your answer. Okay, you might not be sold yet, and that's okay because this is new. But here we go. Rewrite the expression by factoring. It did not say GCF. It just said factoring. So I'm going to factor 120 plus 50. I'm going to take a 10 out easily because look, 0 and 0. Okay, and 10 times 12 is 120. And 10 times 5 is 50. So this could be an answer. Okay, now let's say you're like, I want to pull out a different number. So you could. Actually, that's your GCF. All right, so I'm going to do it again. 120 and 50. I'm going to pull out a 2. So 2 times 60 is 120, and 2 times 25 is 50. So this could also be an answer. Okay, and then I could pull out a 10 still, right? And then this would be 6. Oh no, I can't pull a 10 out, silly. I'm in a 5. Oopsies. So I could pull out a 5, oh my gosh. And then I would be left with 12. Oh my gosh, that was so messy, and 5. And then this would be your GCF, right? Sorry, I had to sneeze, and then I noticed that this is supposed to be a 2. I messed this problem all up. Anyway, so second example. Now let's add some variables. This is so messy up here, I'm sorry. Let's add some variables. So it's going to be the same exact thing, but you just bring these variables right on down. So 8 and 10, I'm going to pull out a 2. Okay, and then 2 times 8, or 2 times this x, 2 times 4x equals 8x. Bring down the sign. And then 2 times 5y equals 10y. You just bring the letter down the variable, okay? You just bring that down. And then I cannot reduce 4 and 5, so my answer would be 2 times the difference of 4x and 5y. So let me prove it to you. 2 times 4x is 8x. If it was just 4, it would be 2 times 4 is 8, but I have an x attached to that 4. So 2 times 4x is 8x. It's a minus sign, not a plus sign this time. And 2 times 5y is 10y. All right, and then the last one, we have a 3-digit problem here. I mean, it's the same method, guys. So 42, 28, and 7. Well, the only number that it could be is 7, right? So 7 times what is 42? 6. And there's an x attached to that. So 6x. 7 times 4 is 28, but I have a y attached to it, so 4y. And 7 times 1 is 7. So this problem would just be like that. 7 times 6x plus 4y plus 1. I hope this helped.